Um, guys, I just have to address this shit. I can't take it. I can't. I can't take this shit. What I'm like, Hitman just dropped another diss track against Lux, and it was good. It was dope. It was a dope diss track. I have nothing against the diss track, right? But people are saying, on another video that Lux dropped with Mook, like him and Mook playing the diss track that Lux like created for Hitman, and they're like vibing out and talking about, set up the battle, right? And then there's people in the comments and even people in the studio with them talking about, nah, you gotta respond with another diss track, like he did 2 versus you, now you gotta respond back. Bro, Lux has nothing to prove. Are you guys robots? Like, do you think about anything, you fucking idiots? I can't take this shit, man. Do you think about anything? Do you think about the fact that Lux has nothing to prove on wax? We know how busy Lux gets on wax. His first diss track is still lyrically better than both diss tracks that Hitman gave him. And this is the point of my message. It doesn't matter what Hitman does, either on wax or in the battle. He can't reach Lux. I don't even know why you guys want to see the battle. Like, I want to see it, but just because it'll be an entertaining battle. As I said in my previous video, it'll be good showmanship on both ends. It'll be entertaining, no doubt. 2 high-level niggas, of course, I want to see it. But I actually don't want to see it as a priority. There's like 5, 6 other niggas I want Lux to battle before Hitman, like, because as I said in my previous video, we don't get many Lux battles. We don't get many Mook battles. We saw what Murder Mook did to Hitman. 30. Clear, 30. No debatable. No debating. So what the fuck do you think Lux is gonna do to him? They're cut from the same cloth, Murder Mook and Lux. They both will scientifically break you down, leave crumbs and layers of lyricism, wordplay, double entendres, metaphors, all through that shit. Every round. Psychologically break you down with truth and bars and layers of shit and performance. There's nothing Hitman can do with that. I don't understand why you guys are so excited. I want to see Hitman versus Lux. Like, as if there's some sort of anticipation for that. There's no anticipation for that. The only way Lux loses is if Lux loses. If he has a bad night himself. The only way Lux can lose against Hitman is if Lux isn't being Lux. And that's the truth. Hitman is a dope rapper and a dope-ass battle rapper. But he can't reach Lux no matter what he does. Why do I say that? I'm a writer myself. I'm a rapper myself. I am high level myself. And I know the separation gap between Hitman and Lux. If you said Daylight and Lux, now we're talking. If you said Ilmac versus Lux, ooh, I'm curious. I don't know who's gonna win. If you said Jay the Nightwing versus Lux, oh my God. If you said Disaster versus Lux, oh my God. If you said JC versus Lux, if you said Iron Solomon versus Lux, Hitman? I don't know why you guys try to throw rocks at the sun. You can't reach it, nigga. Hitman cannot reach Lux. I don't know why it's so hard for you guys to understand that. Just like versus Mook, he can't reach Mook. Hitman can have 3 amazing rounds, but you can't reach their form of writing. You can't do it. You're not going to just wake up overnight and be an amazing writer and just level up your writing overnight or over a month or over 3 months, unless you're having niggas ghostwrite for you or feed you information. You're not going to just fucking increase your fucking brain CPU and just fucking get so much more intelligent overnight or over 1 month or 2 months and just change your whole writing process. No. That's why he can't do anything with Lux or Mook. And that's not a bad thing. As I said, Hitman is dope as fuck. Just not with Lux and Mook. He can have an amazing showing. But the only way he wins to either of those people is if they are off their game. If they don't execute their game plan properly. It's the only way they lose. Because battle rap is a mental sport. And mentally, Hitman isn't on the same level as Lux or Murder Mook. They're not mentally on the same level. Writing happens. Mental is what creates the raps. Spiritually, mentally, they're not on the same level. Not even close. The place that Lux is creating from and the place that Hitman is creating from aren't the same place at all. Lux writes Bibles about you. Chapter 1. We saw it against Ramnitty. Chapter 1. Walmart, nigga. Chapter 2. You're not a real street nigga. Chapter 3. You got fake Jordans. Chapter 4. Here's where you lost your integrity again. Chapter 5. Look what you did in your past battles. Chapter 6. Look what you did on social media, blah, blah, blah. And he's going to package your truth with dense schemes, lyricism, wordplay, entendres, and metaphors that Hitman cannot do. Why can Hitman not do that? Because he's never done it his entire career. Not to that level. He has done it in his own way to a certain level, a good level, a dope level. But he has never, ever done it to Lux's level or Murder Mook's level, and not even close to that level. Let's call a spade a spade. So, I don't know why you niggas are so excited for this, but because you niggas don't think about shit, you just go, Hitman, Lux, main stage, he's a big name, and he's a big name too. And then I think that'd be cool, because Hitman's got a cool style, and Lux, and oh my god, and Hitman is gonna talk about, you know, wilding out and how much money he gets, and Lux he's gonna break him down, and it will be a cool back and forth. And I don't know why you guys want the battle. Now, my personal opinion aside, right? Because in reality, even though I want Lux to battle these other niggas, it's not happening, right? It's not happening, at least right now, right? No one gives a fuck about my opinion anyway, so it's not happening. So, I will take Hitman, because once again, that's an entertaining battle, and I just want to see Lux battle anyone at this point. I just love seeing Lux battle. I love seeing Murder Mook battle. We don't get it often. So I'll take Lux battling Hitman than nothing, of course. So now, Lux wants to battle Hitman, and I would assume Hitman wants to battle Lux. But I don't think Hitman wants to battle Lux after what Mook did to him. But the thing is, Hitman just might look at it as just, you know, good money and another nigga legend, the most legendary nigga there is on his resume. So he'll complete his resume, whatever. He'll get a bag out of it. He might think, oh, I'll try to make it debatable. You know, so now my opinion is my opinion. Now there's the business and there's reality with both of these MCs. The actual business is they're both highly paid and they will bring a lot of revenue to whichever league is going to book this, because it's a high profile battle. It's literally the highest profile battle there is. Lux and Hitman, it's like Murder Mook and Hitman as well. The names are so high. These are two A-list. They're both like the A-side. You know what I mean? They're like both A-side battle rappers. Huge, a lot of money, and that sort of thing. So Lux wants to battle because he knows he can just beat the shit out of Hitman and make a lot of money doing it. And he knows that the main thing that why Lux wants to do it is because he knows that Hitman has 1.6 million followers on Instagram. And he knows that this battle is going to do numbers. And so Lux always wants his work to reach as many people as possible. And what better way to do that than with Hitman? Hitman gets views. Lux gets views too. But together, can you imagine the view count? So Lux is like, this is a win-win. I can beat the shit out of this nigga easily, and I'm gonna get a lot of money, and I'm gonna get a lot of views, and it's just gonna nicely finish off my resume, even though he's got more battles to come. Like, it just adds another kill to his resume. So it's a win-win-win everything for Lux. And he just battled two difficult niggas. So I can, it's nice for him to have somebody a bit easier of a challenge. And then for Hitman, he gets Lux on your resume, crazy. He gets another bag, another battle that's going to generate a lot of views. He just might lose, but does he really care? I don't know. So it's a win-win. It's definitely a win-win for both of them, and it will be an exciting, entertaining battle. So Lux doesn't need to do another diss track, bro. If he drops another diss track, I'm gonna listen to it, because anything that Lux gives me, of course I'm gonna listen to it, because I like Lux. I love his content. But you niggas stop acting like, oh, he needs to drop another one because Hitman dropped 2. So, no, 2 and you dropped 1. You have to do 2 because it's 2 versus 2. Fucking retards. He doesn't have to. What? When you see and when you know a nigga can slap the shit out of a nigga in on wax or in the battle, does he have to prove himself? He can, it'll be entertaining, but stop acting like he has to. We're talking about Lux. He's not deficient in any way on wax, on beat. Lux can ride at any beat. Lux is perfectly fine on beat. You saw the God diss track against everyone. The gift of death. I'm present with giveaways. The intro of that diss track, the first 20 seconds, is like more dense than both of Hitman's diss tracks together. The first 20 to 30 seconds of Lux's Gift of Death diss track against everyone. Listen to that type of writing and think, is it even, why? Battle rap is like boxing, is like UFC. When you watch boxing or UFC, the whole point of a fight being announced is, damn, I don't know who's gonna win. Like, damn, that's the whole excitement, is like, damn. If Crawford and Spence get together, they're both undefeated, and like, I don't know who's gonna win that one. UFC, the same thing. When this person versus this person and it's competitive, damn, like, who's gonna win? That's how you want to feel. You don't want to fucking Lux versus Hitman. I'm not in 1% curious about, oh, I wonder who's going to win that. I'm not thinking like that at all. At all. I'm just numb. I'm just bored. I'm just like, okay. Even the face-off, like, nothing is going to be as entertaining because you can't sell me something that I already know what it is. Hitman could get crazy in the face-off and say a million words and blah 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 of what he's gonna do, and I don't care. Because once again, I love Hitman, but the gap is just too big. Lyrically, it's too big to wonder like who's gonna win. There's no anticipation. For you niggas, there's anticipation. Because you'll be like, oh, no, Hitman's going to talk about money and he's more successful than Lux and he's going to... That's not enough. It's not enough versus Lux. And you guys will just keep thinking that it is. It's not enough. Was that type of shit enough versus Mook? When a nigga's talking to your soul, does any of that money shit matter? He's gonna talk down on him because he has money. Lux has money too. So who gives a shit? He's gonna talk to his soul. Shit money can't buy. And as I said, you can't just magically elevate your pen tenfold overnight or over 3 months until the battle gets booked, or 1 month or 2 months or 4 months or whatever. Your brain is your brain, bro. Like, some niggas' brains just have a certain level they go to, versus other niggas' mentalities is just, it's not the same. That's all, bro. That's my rant. That is my rant. I really just want Lux to battle Jay the Nightwing. I can't stop thinking about how amazing that'd be. Like Lux versus Jay the Nightwing, or Disaster, bro. Or Ilmac, or Iron Solomon. These are fucking elite pen niggas, bro. Why don't they ever get a chance? Oh, it's Lux and all this big name versus big name shit. It's all politics, bro. Politics aside, these are the niggas that deserve it. Iron Solomon, Ilmac, niggas that have been putting in work after work after work. Watch Ilmac versus, as I said in my last video, Ilmac versus A-Ward. All 3 rounds. You don't want to see some shit like that versus Lux? Ilmac versus Ramnitty. All 3 rounds. Ilmac versus Real Sick. All 3 rounds. And he has more battles that I just can't think of it right now. Disaster versus Iron Solomon. Have you seen that battle? Both of them, how busy they get. Disaster versus Iron Solomon. Oh my God. Disaster versus Sharon. You saw that? Yes, he kind of beat himself up because his rounds were too long. Yes. But see, even that, right? This is how dumb you guys are. Disaster's rounds were way too long. Yes, you lose points for that because you're way over the time limit, bro. Like, what the fuck? But the amount of points that he lost, hypothetically, versus what he was saying, still beats Sharon. Even with going too long, even if I was to take points off of that, his material was still so much crazier than Sharon's. You can't even compare it. He was breaking down Sharon's inner psychology, talking to his soul, with bars, with metaphors, with entendres. That approach is unbeatable. And these elite writers take that approach when they battle rap against their opponent. They take it serious. They dissect their opponent. Ilmac does that. Iron Solomon does that. Disaster does that. Jay the Nightwing does it. They all do it. The best do it. Don't you want to see that? Where it's actually competitive and you're actually wondering like, damn, I don't know who's going to win. And then when you leave and when you watch the battle, you're going to get a classic because you just know that whoever versus Lux is going to take it serious, especially these 5 niggas. They've been waiting for this their whole life. You know how serious they're going to take it? You don't think they deserve it? All the work, all the consistency they've been putting in? We don't have many Lux battles left. We don't have many Mook battles left. Everything I'm saying for Lux applies to Mook as well. They're one in the same in a way. Both can perform their ass off and they write in a similar way. Not similar, but similar, if you know what I mean. Character assassination, layered writing, and breaking you down and talking to your soul. And creating material that ages like wine. You can't compare that with the shit that Hitman does. Once again, Hitman is fine. Hitman is dope. It's just not that. It's not this. It's not Lux. It's not Mook. And that's okay. But can we just call a spade a spade? I'm sick of this bullshit. I think, yeah, that's my rant over. But I can't take it with some of you niggas, bro. You niggas just don't even think about anything. Just like robots, NPCs, just Lux doesn't have to prove. Lux has nothing to prove, and Mook has nothing to prove. So if we're making battles happen, it's just because we want to see it as fans, as the culture. You know, we want to see it as the culture, but we want to be excited. You guys are just excited about Lux vs Hitman because of the name. It's Hitman, and you reminisce on, you know, how you like Hitman and the battles that you enjoy Hitman in. And then you think that if you compare that with Lux and you put that in front of each other, it's going to be something. Yes, it will be entertaining. It'll be a great showing, as I said. But that's where it stops. Because when you watch it on camera and you watch it again, you'll just realize, yeah, it's not even close. So that's the end of my rant. Lux vs Jay the Nightwing. Let's make it happen. Have you guys even thought about that matchup? Lux vs Nightwing? Oh my god. Lux vs Daylight, we want, of course, but Daylight seems to be busy and he trolls and we don't know what's happening with him. We can't be fucked saying, Daylight, are we going to get the battle? It's been 5 years. Are we going to get the battle? We can't be fucked doing that anymore. So let's just assume, let's just put that to the side, assume it's not happening, and then let's move on. And if we want to do this Hitman battle, let's get to it. Sign the contracts, let's get to it. We don't really need any more. See, Lux doesn't want to waste bars on Wax versus Hitman. He already knows he can beat the shit out of him on Wax. And he already did one diss track. That's why he gave him that much. He already knows. You think Lux doesn't know? Lux knows what this is. He's not trying to do extra work unnecessarily. He's smart. This back and forth, the whole reason for it was just to set up the battle. Now we're here. That's what he's saying. Now we're here. Set it up now. You wanted this. I want this. Set it up. There's no more back and forth on Wax. It's unnecessary. Yes, it can happen and it will be entertaining, but why would Lux waste bars when he can use those bars in the battle? Because it's inevitable that the battle's going to happen anyway, so you might as well just book it now and save the diss tracks because that's enough, and we already know Lux can kill Hitman because it's the same brain. You're just applying it to Wax, so if he's way better than him in battle rap, of course, he's going to be way better on Wax too, because he already knows the elements of songwriting and writing a beat and being on Wax. And he's still got his brain. He's still got his soul. It's Lux. He's just applying it to that. Now I'm going to apply it to battle rap, where he's comfortable. He's comfortable in both spaces. He has nothing to prove. If he's battling Hitman, it's just for his resume and just because you guys want it. And it's going to make him money. Sure, let's do it. Sure. Entertaining. Sure. So with that being said, that's the end of the video. Peace out. Salute. That's my rant over. Hate me for it. Whatever. Who cares? But nonetheless, that's what it is. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out and salute.